Hi Internet, welcome to the channel. Let's do a week's worth of connections today. I'm in the archives section of the New York Times game site, and you can see these gray squares are connections puzzles I have not done. The purple stars are ones that I have done. So if we go to Monday the 28th, we can start with that one, and let's try a week's worth. Scroll down past the ad. Winaloo creates all of these puzzles, and they are very fun. My favorite puzzle on the game's website. We have 4 groups of 4. We need to sort them into 4 groups of 4 words each, with each group connected by some kind of something that each group of 4 has in common. So our words today are trace, initial, sign, original, stamp, buddy, silent, date, record or record, evidence, primary, coin, first, comic, cult, and hint. All right, initial and original could go together, along with first and primary, as the first occurrence of something. Let's try that. Okay, it turned out to be right. I was afraid it might be a distractor. Then we have stamp. What can stamp go with? Stamp and coin, things you can collect, comics. People collect records. Music records. Okay, let's try that. Item in a collection. Then we have buddy. Okay, I don't see any other words for friend. So maybe it's buddy system or something else. Let's come back to that. Evidence. Evidence and trace and hint and sign can all be the mark left by something or something that leads you to something. Indication, there we go. Okay, we got silent, silent night, silent auction. Silent film and cult film. Date, film. Is buddy, I think these are movie, silent movie, cult movie. Date movie is a phrase for a movie you'd go to a date to see, go with a date to see. A buddy movie? Is that a movie you would see with your buddies or a movie about buddies, like a buddy cop movie? I'm not quite sure, but I think these are words that go with movie. There we go. That turned out to be right. All right, let's go back and we will look at the 29th, Tuesday the 29th. Let's play. Our words for the 29th are special, bug, raise, fist, steam, promotion, iron, fold, deal, check, gas, ruffle, call, breaks, nettle, and sale. Sale and special might go together with promotion and deal for a bargain. Discount, there we go. Iron and fold, things you do with your laundry. You can steam your laundry, I guess. Do you ruffle your laundry? I'm not sure about that. Then we have raise and check. These are words from poker along with fold. And call, things you might do in poker or some card game. Poker actions, okay. What about bug and nettle and ruffle and steam? I'm steamed. Just quit bugging me. You're nettling me. Ruffled my feathers. So words for kind of get annoyed. Let's try that. And then iron, breaks, gas, and fist. I would say iron fist. What else goes with fist? Pump the brakes. Pump. You can use your fist pump, a gas pump, and you can pump iron. Okay, things you can pump. There we go. That took a second to think about. Okay, no mistakes so far. We got 2 of 2. Let's look at the 30th. I'm sure we'll have a purple purgatory at some point here where we know the remaining 4 items in the category, but we don't know how they go together. I call that purple purgatory. Here our words today are monorail, voila, organ, triangle, grown, train, abut, vehicle, medium, bulge, coach, tetracycline, direct, dioxide, instrument, and guide. I don't know why I said triangle. I guess I was thinking of voila, kind of putting the emphasis on the wrong syllable there. Okay, monorail, something you can ride at Disneyland. Vehicle, coach, these are things you can ride, a train. I feel like that's kind of too easy, but let's try this. Things you can ride. No, okay, that was a misdirection, not one away, so let's see, let's leave that aside. Okay, we have voila. Voila is an anagram of viola. I see other instruments on here, but they are spelled correctly, organ, triangle, and you have the word instrument. Tuba, a butt is an anagram of tuba. Bugle. Okay, I think I'm onto something here. And groan is an anagram of organ. Okay, these are anagrams of instruments. I hope that's right. We've already got one incorrect guess today. Okay, that turned out to be purple. Then what else? What about medium? Medium might go with the phrase. Triangle. No. Coach can be to train somebody, to coach them, to guide them, or direct them. Okay, I like those going together. Let's try that. Yes? Tetracycline. What does that go together with? Tetracycline and dioxide. Medium again. Medium as a fortune teller. Medium as a size. A way to order a steak. No. Triangle. Again, triangle or organ can be instruments, but we've already had a musical instrument category. Monorail. Are these have numerical prefixes. Mono meaning one, dioxide meaning two, di meaning two, tri meaning three, and tetra meaning four. I think, are these Greek or Latin? I don't know, but they are numerical prefixes in order. Yes. Instrument. Vehicle. Are these parts of a phrase? Organ grinder, pipe organ, medium well, instrument. I don't know if I'm getting this one. And this is the green category, so this is green purgatory, not purple purgatory, where it usually happens. There must be a word that goes with each of these to make some kind of phrase. Motor vehicle, musical instrument, musical vehicle, musical medium, pipe organ, mouth organ? No. Okay, I give up. Winner wins this one. Unusual for me not to be able to get the green category. Let's see. Means. Okay, straightforward meaning there. Okay, we got one incorrect guess on that. I want to look at that one again. The means of doing something is the instrument, the medium, an organ for accomplishing something. Okay, I guess, and a vehicle. Yeah, probably could have gotten that maybe if I'd thought about it longer, but I didn't. So that's what we got. So here's the 31st. I think this was a Thursday. For Thursday, we have rock, straw, eye, nature, nations, fiddle, guess, laugh, coming, party, resort, responder, lady, supper, rail, and aid. I was thinking first aid and last resort. I don't know. First resort isn't really a phrase, is it? First responder, first aid, first responder. First Nations, or what they call Native Americans in Canada, the First Nations, and First Lady. Okay, words that go with first. Yes? To, I don't know about rock. Rock and party. Not sure about that. We have fiddle. Kind of mess around with something. No. Guess. Guess and I can kind of be instrument or estimates. No, what about laugh? A laugh, a party. We had a laugh, we had a party. No. Coming out, homecoming. You've already got a word going with another word to make a phrase. What about party? No. Resort? To resort to something. A beach resort. A beach party. I feel like that might be something. Let's see if we can figure this out. Straw. The last straw. Okay, maybe these are, we got first going with phrases. Maybe this is last. The last straw, last resort, last supper, and last, let's get the last laugh. Who has the last laugh now? Okay. Maybe these will all be phrases. Glass eye, homecoming, second coming, second guess, second party, could be the other person is the second party, and then second nature, third eye, third rail, third rock, third fiddle, could all go. Okay, let's try second for these. No. Oh. Well, I like third eye. It's second fiddle, isn't it? Second coming, second fiddle. Play second fiddle to somebody. Second nature, and second guess. What else did I have in here? I had second party. Third party. Third party is also in that same sense. Second party, third party. Okay, these are words that go with second. Yes. And then third eye is that little mystical sensation in the middle of your forehead. Third party, third rail, something you don't touch in a subway system, and third rock from the sun. And these are words that go with third. All right, that was difficult, but we managed to get those. Well, we did have one incorrect guess, didn't we? Okay, so I think we've got 2 so far with incorrect guesses. Let's try finishing out the week. Last week, this is August 1st, the Friday puzzle. And our words today are playwright, dean, roof, temple, faculty, wreath, bent, sword, garland, hay, gift, wrap, jackpot, flare, gable, and road. Well, faculty and dean jumped out as parts of a university, but I don't think I see any others, so maybe that's not correct. Playwright. Playwright. One who writes a play. One who reeks a play. Yeah, not sure about that. Dean. If it's not the dean of a university, is it someone named Dean? Dean Martin, Judy Garland, Clark Gable, and Shirley Temple. I'm not sure about that because we have last names and first names mixed, so I'm not sure that that's right. Roof and gable can be parts of a roof. Not sure about that. Temple, other than Shirley Temple, we've got the temple of on your head, a place of worship. No. Faculty could be an ability, a gift. I have a gift for doing something, a flair for doing it, a faculty, and a bent. a predilection toward doing something. There we go. Aptitude. All right, we got one off the board. Sword. Something you can draw. Not sure about that. Garland. Garland and wrap things that, and wreath things that are kind of circular. I'm not sure about that. Okay, what about hay? Could be a greeting. Hay. Something that can be baled. Something that can be mown. Something a horse would eat. Hay bale. No. Roof. No. Rap. Be a genre of music. A homophone for a genre of music. No. Jackpot. Jackpot and playwright are compound words. You hit the jackpot. You hit the hay to go to sleep. You hit the roof when you're angry, and you hit the road when you leave. Okay, things you can hit in common phrases. Hit the blank. A garland and a wreath are kind of decorative flower things. Maybe this is James Dean. James Dean, Judy Garland, Shirley Temple, Clark Gable. Did they go together somehow? Did they all win Oscars in one year or something? Not sure. Then how would these others go together? Playwright, wreath, rap, and sword. They all have silent W's in them. Playwright, wreath, rap, and sword feature silent W's. And then I guess this is James Dean, Shirley Temple, Clark Gable, Judy Garland. I think maybe they all won Oscars in the same year. I don't think they were ever in a film together. Let's find out how they connect. They're just legends of classic Hollywood. Okay, I'm going to give myself credit for that. That one was difficult, but we didn't have any incorrect guesses. I think we've got 2 with incorrect guesses here. One where I was unable to do the final connection. And this will be our last one for today. Our words today are commerce, strike, cleave, foul, adhere, congress, split, stick, oversight, glue, garnish, relations, sanction, intimacy, affix, and spare. We've got some words for adhere and stick and glue, things you can do to affix things, to stick things together. That works. I was worried because cleave can mean both things. Your tongue can cleave to the roof of your mouth, or it can also mean to split. Maybe cleave and split go together. Although I also like spare and strike and split, terms from bowling. Can you have a foul in bowling? Is that what they call like a gutter ball, or when your foot goes over the line? I would say strike and foul in baseball. Strike and spare and split from bowling. I'm going to guess foul is a term from bowling. Let's try these as bowling terms. Bowling results, okay. Sanction and oversight can go together, or sanction also has that same double meaning. Sanction can be to allow something, or can also mean to punish it, to punish somebody for doing something. Oversight can mean you're watching over, paying attention to something, or it can also mean you're not paying attention. Okay, so maybe these are words that have opposite meaning. Congress, garnish. Garnish can be to add something to a meal, to a plate, or to take away part of your wages. Okay, words that have opposite meanings. Yes, contronyms. Okay, that's a good word. Then relations, intimacy, congress, and commerce. These are just words that mean interaction. Or polite terms for sex. Okay, I guess I was overly polite there. All right, I'm going to give myself credit for that. Okay, so I think we had 2 with incorrect results. The grid doesn't give us kind of results. It just gives us purple star when we've completed the puzzle. So not too bad today. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.